Hey traders, John Howell here. I want to share with you, I want to go over the big picture on basically on all the markets today, Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, silver, gold, and show you what the big picture is saying, and it's not looking pretty. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you will ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. If you're struggling with your trading right now, then click on the very first link in the description and get learn a free training, the 7 universal laws to become a master trader that will boost your success, consistency, and confidence without spending a decade trying to figure it out. Click on the very first link in the description right now. Alright, traders, so let's have a quick look at, I want to share something with you guys. Now, last year I was doing a video on Bitcoin, and I said Bitcoin is a massive bubble, and due to the fact that we are getting massive runs to the high side, a massive movement to the high side, we're getting all that action. What was happening in the markets, and what was happening, because we had a vertical spike, and when anything goes vertical, it's almost always likely to crash and come down crumbling. So we're looking at the Dow Jones right now, and what's happening with the Dow Jones as we speak. Now, as we speak, the Dow Jones is doing what? It's pretty like, it's not really like we're trying to move up, right? But look at this volume, just drops straight back down. This is looking really weak. Now, that's the daily chart on the S&P, Dow Jones, SP, Nasdaq. They all look the same. One thing I do want to share with you is I want to go to my good old line chart, and I want to go back to the monthly chart here, and I want to share something with you. Even though the market has had quote unquote the biggest down day in history and blah 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 and all that sort of stuff, look at this monthly line chart. Look at it, just ran up and had a bit of a blip, a bit of a down movement in there. This whole vertical spike here, this downward movement here, I believe is the start of an acceleration down to at least 18,000. Because again, what goes up that quickly is likely to be retraced that quickly. And I do know, and I do believe that that by the end of this year, we will be down at 18,000 by the end of this year. Call me crazy, call me nuts, but that's what that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's have a look at the S&P 500. Same thing as well too, and let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Again, same thing as well too, especially the Nasdaq. Look how high the Nasdaq's gone up. So a little bit of a pullback on this monthly charts. I believe this is the start of the correction of this big run up, and then I believe right now we're getting ready to have a we're going to have a drop back down to this level through here. So I'd say this level here, right about that 5,000 level. Now it's not going to happen straight away. We're going to drop a little bit, then rally back up, and maybe just drop a little bit. But I believe this next drop that's coming is going to be a big one. You know, and when we start to look at the daily charts, and we start to look what's happening through here, this is looking very top heavy right now. Very top heavy. And so get ready for the downside, because this market is looking very weak, and it's getting ready to, I believe, it's getting ready to roll over. Now we need to wait for confirmation. I need to wait. Obviously the market, the buyers are just struggling right now on the markets. You know, so the buyers right here are struggling in the markets, and as I was saying before, the buyers are struggling, and we need to wait for that confirmation. Once we get that big red down candle, a nice big red down candle with volume like this one here, I believe that's going to be the second leg down. So I would like to see this thing go sideways just a couple more days, then give us another big red down day, and I believe that's the thing that's going to send us through the floor. Through the floor. So that's what I'm seeing there on the Nasdaq and all that down home country goods. Let me go and share with you the silver and gold. Again, long-term view. I want to give you guys that long-term view. What's going on really on a long-term basis. Now, short-term gold and silver, and silver's looking quite weak. But again, this is now go back to that long-term chart. Let me bring up which chart? I'll bring up this chart through here. Not that chart. Too many things on that chart. All right, let's go have a look at this chart here. All right, so let's go. This is the. Let's just bring up the SLV chart. The SLV chart has got a lot more on there, and one thing I want to I just take this 52 off here for a minute. One thing I want to share with you guys is that by looking at this silver chart here, it's really, really, really important to understand where we are at and what's going on through here. So the silver chart right now, this is obviously, this is the long term monthly trend line through, and you can see that we're holding this level through here right now, or this long term monthly chart. So we're holding this level through here, which is around about that probably 1450. Let me have a look at that. What is that level there? Yeah, 1450. It's actually around the 1450, 1470 level. So we're definitely holding this level. If we do hold here this month and we start to rally up and out, this whole time through here where it's been resting is now going to equal a pretty strong move up on the upside. And I do see SLV back up towards probably 34 pretty quickly. I believe we can start to see some significant buying activity. But we need to see that monthly breakout. Once we see that monthly breakout, then I personally will be hitting it quite hard. Now, let's go have a look at gold here for a minute. Gold. What is long-term gold saying? Now, again, this is the GLD price, but the exact same thing for the actual gold price as well too, right? This is gold here, but I can't get any more data on this chart here. So I'm just going to use the GLD, which is obviously the ETF there. And so what's happening here with the gold price? The gold price is doing what? It's this big long-term monthly chart. It's hitting this resistance line. Once GLD breaks 130 on a monthly chart and we stay above it, then we are off to the races to probably the 180. And that's probably going to happen really quickly. So watch that. We're having little higher lows through here. Long-term view. And you know, I believe silver and gold are about to explode. Now, not right now, but I'm talking over the next few months. That's about to explode. And once we break that 130 mark on the GLD here, then this thing's going to absolutely take off. And short-term target I believe it'll go to 150 just absolutely, just, you know, within a few weeks. I believe that'll happen, like bam, like that there, just up 13%. And then I think we can see a pretty significant rally right up to there as well too. So that's what I'm seeing here on the GLD price. We're just slowly, but once we start to get that break up and out, if we go back to the day chart here, this is what the day chart looks like, right? We're having a little bit of rally back to the high side. It's not looking really that strong at all, is it? Right? We're just sort of going through here. This is the day chart, and this is the weekly chart. The weekly chart actually looks still quite nice, as we can see that we have this low, we have this high. Now this is likely to be a higher low. If we do hold here and we start to rally up and we start to get a break above there, oh my goodness, the gold price is going to explode.